I just want to do a short training for you because I've been getting some really big hits from the clients that we're talking to, from the new clients that are joining us in High Ticket Empress, that one of the biggest things that's holding women back is the looking at everyone else and seeing that there's so many other people doing maybe what you want to do, and you're not really sure what your offer should be, right? You're not really sure, like, how do you stand out, or how do you even feel in integrity giving your gift in the world when you feel like all these other people do what you do, and maybe they're even better than you, right? You have all this self-doubt coming up. So I just wanted to hop on here and give you a little training on how to start thinking about changing your belief system and really getting your mindset to a place that is going to empower you to make a decision to go all in on yourself and make that the right decision. So I always say to my clients and to myself, make a decision and make it the right decision. You don't make a decision and hope that it's the right decision. You make a decision and you make that the right decision. And that requires a mindset that does not falter when you get hit with things that may feel like it's not going in your direction. So a lot of you know that I talk a lot about early childhood wounds, which I just want to PS say right now we have brand new episodes on the podcast all about childhood wounds and boundaries and codependency. So if you want to study some of that and how that might be holding you back as it relates to your financial sovereignty, building your business, having wealth, growing it, and holding it, then I encourage you to start listening to the podcast. And if you would go and screenshot it and share it and leave a review, I would be so grateful, because then the podcast and the medicine on the podcast reaches more people. So one of the things that is really important as you start to think about standing out, right, is this competitive nature comes up and we feel like we have to pin ourselves against someone else. And that's not actually true. All we have to do is kind of come into the uniqueness that we are. And then we face some of the trauma that we faced in early in life, right? In some of these podcast episodes, I talk about how, when we've had early childhood wounds, when we weren't attuned to and met emotionally, then what happens is we start to lose understanding our value, our inherent value for just being who we are. So we learn to actually value and give worth to ourselves by how we perform and what we're doing to either please other people or, pretty much it's pleasing other people. It's like, what do other people value? What's going to make everyone else happy? So we have to start to heal those wounds. And that is actually programmed in your nervous system from early in life. That has to be healed before the positive thinking and the manifestation stuff sets in. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Okay. So I highly recommend going and looking at Dr. Joe Dispenza's work. He's all about this, all about the neuroscience of our brain and actually embodiment, how we need to heal this on the body level. Breath is a great way. And we need to liberate some of these programs that we have going from early in life. So what we do when we're a coach, an expert, a speaker, we want to build a business around our gifts, and we want to heal and we want to help people. We're going to be of service. So many of us women in the divine feminine lineage, we really we want to do that. We want to serve God and we want to give our gifts to the world. We want to help other people transform their lives, whether it's in their health life, their relationship life, their career life, right? Or we actually are a business to business. We have a business service that we want to offer. We want to reach more clients and we want to sell it for a high-end offer. So the thing here to start thinking about after you do some of this trauma work is to start understanding what is your differentiating factor, right? How do you help people choose you out of a whole bunch of other people who might do what you do? That's just the reality. That's not going to change, right? People are going to do what you do, and it doesn't mean that your business won't survive. There's lots of businesses that do the same thing, and there's enough for everyone. Okay, so one of the main things that we teach inside of High Ticket Empress is teaching you how to get to the point where you can understand the turning point of what happened for you in your life that made everything change. Okay, so you had a challenge, you didn't know what to do about it, and then you realized something, and that changed the game for you. And you wholeheartedly believe that this is the solution, this is the pathway. And you really have to stand behind it and you have to believe it. So I'll give you an example. For me personally, I believe that, like I just told you, women have to heal on the deeper layers, not just mindset. They have to heal some of the programming that's been going on since early in life. And that has to do with trauma and wounds. And if we don't do that, then success is not sustainable. And so that's what I teach in my program, right? I teach that you have to do those wounds healing, and then you can move on to, manifestation and mindset while you are implementing strategy that works. One without the other doesn't work. It's not sustainable. And that happened for me. And that's why I know this to be true. So that's what I teach. So what was the wall or the problem that you hit within your current opportunity that started you on the new journey? And so that's what you're actually going to bring to your clients. You're going to help them start to understand that you have a new way that you have realized that works. And this is really important for them to understand. Now, it doesn't have to be rocket science. It doesn't have to be anything like that, right? It really can be just that you believe this so true. Now, what's really important about this is that you go deep within yourself. This can't be surface level, right? This has to be really deep. You have to know it really well, and you're bringing it to other people. And this is what's going to make you stand out, because you actually have a medicine that's coming through you, or through God, through you, right? You're connected to something way higher. It's happened to you. You transformed through it. Now you have a wisdom to share. And there are people on the planet who are actually waiting for that wisdom from you in order to transform their lives. And then they might go on and transform other people's lives. And that is the impact, the multiplied and magnified impact that we can make together. So what's really important is that rather than just think of yourself as someone who does something that everyone else does, you might do something similar. Like, I'm a business coach. And lots of people do business coaching, but I stand behind 100% that I know that we need to do some deeper layers. I also really believe that women shouldn't do one-on-one coaching and they shouldn't do launches. So we teach a very specific strategy that makes it very easy for you to scale to 7 figures if you want to. And that is selling high ticket and one funnel that works for you to get you clients. So we make the strategy super, super, super simple. And so those are the two things that differentiates me. So many people who join High Ticket Empress tell me that, so many coaches told them that they needed to, just do organic posts all the time and sell one-on-one coaching if they were just starting out. And that's actually not true. You can go right into selling high-end transformational programs. There's no reason that you have to start selling $100 sessions. And you can also set up a funnel. And, some people get scared at that, but, honestly, if you're willing to go in and take your business really seriously and set it up like a company, then you really need to do it like that. You want to do it like that. Now, we don't force anyone to do that immediately, but if you want to do it, right, all that information is right there in High Ticket Empress. We give you our funnel. We let you have it so that you can just, set yourself up for that. So I am sending you so much love. I hope this was helpful. Please leave a comment for me if it was, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to go listen to the podcast, $1 Million Goddess. We have a few new episodes up there, and I think you'll love them. I'll talk to you soon.